All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? We are live. We are live. Live indeed, live indeed. All right. If y'all could see my setup, y'all would be going wild. But we're here and we're doing it live. So, doesn't look like we have anybody just yet. So, we'll wait for some folks to get up in here so we can have ourselves a good old fashioned live stream. All right, and I'm already getting texts all over the wazoo. So let's take a look-see here on our channel to see if we have anybody. We'll turn the volume down so we don't hear any of them texts no more. All right, one person is watching. Let's check out what the live stream has to say. Nobody in the live stream yet, or in the chat, I should say. But somebody's watching. Somebody hit that like button. I was like number 2. And we are rocking and rolling. So let's see who is the first one to join the Platinum Bees live stream after not having anybody for what seems like forever. So I do apologize for that. All of y'all out there, especially my members, man, y'all rock because y'all kept y'all's membership going all this time, even though I haven't been so faithful. What's going on, Metal Matt? What's going on, Shadow Work? Welcome, welcome. Glad to see both of y'all, man. I'm sure y'all have been like, where in the world is Platinum Beast? And it's just been crazy. I tell you what, absolutely insane. I mean, I'm working, I don't know, dang near 60, 70-hour weeks. I mean, it's definitely been a big change recently, but we're doing it. We're making it work. We're making it happen. Everything's been good over on my end. Been doing well, no, nothing crazy. We do have some snow coming in down here in Atlanta, which is going to be wild because we don't really get too much snow down here in Atlanta, especially in the city. The mountain towns in North Georgia, a lot of the times we'll get a little bit of snow up there in Blue Ridge, but almost never in the city. Maybe a couple inches a year, but not even that sometimes. But anyways, hope y'all are doing well. Madam Matt, Shadow Work, once again, it's good to see both of y'all. Thank y'all for being part of the Gold Bee Squad and loyal moderators and members and just followers of the channel. All right, we got, who we got in here? ZZYZXRDFWY, watching on Roku TV. No easy chat access. Well, that's all right, ZZ. That is all right. ZZ, as long as you're watching and having a good time, just chit-chatting back and forth and seeing what everybody's got to say, that's all right, my friend. I'm just glad you're here and you're able to make it. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on, Stephanie? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Yep, doing the Lord's work out here. Well, I'm trying at least. I try my best. But I just like everybody else, every once in a while, I mess up, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I never will claim to be for as long as I live, but I can go down saying I tried my best. But thank you, Shadow Work, for saying that. That's very kind of you. Yeah, where you been? You can have the snow. Weird, because I've had no snow in New Hampshire where I live. Wow, New Hampshire, no snow, huh? That's insane. Being as how far north y'all are. That's wild. Yeah, I would have thought y'all would have had snow up there all winter long. I would have thought it would have started in December and then went all the way to, shoot, I don't even know, March. That's what my friend, I was talking to somebody down here in Atlanta who grew up in Michigan, and they said snow hit the ground in December and didn't leave till about March, which is just wild to me. But I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, that's crazy. Usually earlier than that. Wow. That's crazy, Metal Matt. Usually down here in Atlanta, we might get snow every other year. I'd say that's the solid bet. It's about 50-50 every year. We might get a single day of snow, and within a day or two afterwards, it's all melted and gone away. But I tell you what, people down here in the South don't know how to drive in the snow, that's for sure. I mean, luckily I got myself a 4x4 truck a while back, and I have driven it in the snow in Atlanta. And you put that thing in 4-wheel drive, and it's just like driving on regular pavement. But some of these people out here, man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's kind of fun to watch, but it's probably not fun to destroy your car or get hit by somebody. But it's kind of fun to watch because it's just so crazy. All right, Stephanie, you live in South Carolina. Nice, very cool. Well, I got family out there in Aiken County, so I know South Carolina pretty well. I go out there probably 3 or 4 times a year at least. I love that state very much. My favorite beach vacation place is actually Hilton Head Island. I love Hilton Head Island. I also love Beaufort. I know that's not quite on the coast, but Beaufort's a great little town too. I don't know where you're at, but South Carolina is a real beautiful state. I love it out there. It's probably the only place I've lived other than Georgia. I don't know how people do it every year. Yeah, shadow work. I know it, right? I know it. It's crazy. But Metal Matt, to answer your question, where have I been? Well, I've just been busy, man. I'm telling you. I've just been crazy busy. I haven't even really been at my house enough to even like post videos or do live streams. I feel real bad about it. Hopefully that's going to change once I get used to the routine, my new routine and everything. I can plot out some days or something. It's looking like Mondays and Thursdays are going to be my most open days. Not completely free, but the weekends are busy, the weekdays are busy, but Mondays and Thursday evenings are starting to seem like those will be the time periods where I can record videos, do live streams, stuff like that. So hopefully we can get in some kind of routine here once the dust is settled. What's going on, Niels Hahn? Glad to see you. Glad you can make it this evening. Let's see. Buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is correct. He abandoned us. Yep, I sure did for a little while, and I'm sorry about that. I really am. I apologize. It wasn't like the last time a few years back, but it has been rough. I will admit. I posted a couple videos, but darn if I hadn't just almost abandoned it, y'all. But I haven't. I'm still here. I'm still rocking and rolling. Stephanie said, yesterday I fell down the steps and I busted my nose open. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Stephanie. I hope your nose is doing all right. I hope you didn't actually break it or anything. That'd be real unfortunate. Yeah, shadow work. I'm sure that was painful. I've never broken a nose, but I've busted my nose a time or two. If all does well, I'll be living in Alabama this year. Very nice, Niels Hahn. Congratulations on that, my friend. Let me know when you come out here. Maybe we can get together or something. Who knows? You never know. Alabama's not too far away. A couple hours maybe at the most. Maybe 3 or 4, but that's like all the way on the other end of Alabama. Maybe a solid 5 if I'm going down to Orange Beach or something. But, yeah, right. Niels Hahn is nothing if not consistent. I tell you what, he always shows up to the live streams. He always is making videos and all kinds of stuff, man. I tell you what, it's something else. It really, really is. All right, we got about 8 people watching the live stream, which is super cool. Thank you to the 8 people who hopped in here and are just checking us out. Be sure to hit that like button. Really helps me out a whole bunch. We got 7 likes and 9 people watching right now. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Well, I wanted to do one of these for y'all because like it just had been way too long. Way incredibly too long. Also, another thing is my tripod busted. It broke on me, so I couldn't even record videos like in a reasonable manner. I don't know if y'all noticed, one of my last videos, either my last video or the one before that, I placed my cell phone on top of like a box of chocolate or something ridiculous just to get a video out for y'all because my tripod was broken, but I was like, I can't just drag this on forever. So I got myself a new tripod. So we are rocking and rolling on that. I just got to get the measurements correct because if y'all could see this setup, it's absolutely ridiculous. It doesn't look bad on the screen from what I'm seeing, but where I'm at inside my room, well, yeah, it's wild. But anyways, regardless, we'll get it all taken care of and we'll get it all wrapped up. Looks like I filled the tube. Well, I almost did, right? It's a little bit deceiving because these little koalas are the same size as the platinums, right? So I got a gold koala up here. Of course, it doesn't like to focus when I'm zoomed in, but I got one gold koala on the top. So what I want to do is I want to get one more platinum Perth Mint thing to put in here, and then I can twist the top, and I can have a whole tube of platinum. And I'll also work on a tube of gold too, but I want to get a tube of platinum to put this into the deep stack that I basically never touch until just before, or maybe if I have kids and a family and stuff after I am laid into the ground. So I want that to be a deep stack kind of thing once I fill this tube up, but technically it's not full of one metal, and that's what I want. I want a full tube of platinum and ultimately a full tube of gold at some point as well. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I also want to do another live stream where I do the screencast because I want to showcase, you know, spot price and take a look at what it's been doing the past few months, especially since I've been gone. I haven't been making a lot of updates and stuff and giving my thoughts about that. But I have been watching it, and it has been interesting, that's for sure. Oh, I have something on the video. I have something on the video. What do you mean I have something on the video, Niels Hahn? Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Sorry about your nose, Steph. Yep, sorry about that, Stephanie. Hope your nose is doing all right. Box of chocolate. Yep. Just like Forrest Gump. Mom always said life's like a box of chocolates. And what do you know? I recorded one of my last videos with my phone sitting on a box of chocolate. What's going on, Robert Wachkowski? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Definitely glad you can make it out tonight. Definitely glad of that. I'm messing with you. Oh, I know, Niels Hahn. I know. I know. I got you. That's all good. It's all good. That's for sure. All righty. ZZ said, bought a bunch of 40 of the Britannia. Woo! Sale on eBay for $114.62 each. Woo! That is an excellent price. After watching your last video, most of them were 2018. Wow, that's incredible. ZZ, that is incredible. Yeah, my last video was on the Britannia, the random year. Hey, 2018 is a great year, though, ZZ, because I think that's the first year they did the Britannia. So that's a great year they sent you, if most of them are 2018. I received a 2020 in that video, and I was super stoked about that because 2020 is supposedly one of the very, very lower mint mark or dated coins, because obviously everything that went on in 2020. Yeah, this coin right here was in my last video I made. And that puts us at 9. So I've got 9 1/10 Britannias, right? It's pretty cool. Obviously not 9 in our tube we're working on. And this tube I've really slacked on this tube quite a bit. Part of that has to do with capsulating Britannias because I'm getting years I don't have. And part of it has to do with koala's just been cheaper a lot of the time during the year. So it is what it is. But it's interesting. What's going on, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker? Thank you so much for joining. Definitely glad to see both of y'all. Hope y'all are doing well. It has been a long, long while. I tell you what, it has. It really has. But I appreciate both of y'all hopping in here. I really do. I hope you've been doing well. I know I haven't hopped in y'all's live streams or videos lately, but I always loved watching y'all's because just seeing a married couple be able to enjoy something like this together is pretty special, honestly. Especially in our community, a lot of the creators are just single dudes, and maybe they have a wife or something, but their wife's just not interested. But the fact that you got Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker, and y'all even get the kids involved, so that's pretty cool too. So keep doing what you're doing, Mr. and Mrs. West, and I hope y'all are doing well. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go check out y'all's channel right now during this live stream, because I kind of want to see, have y'all reached what kind of level? Okay, 767. That's not bad on the subscriber count. Once y'all hit that 1,000, all you got to do is hit 4,000 watch hours. So then y'all will get monetization, and that'll help out a little bit with the stack. Looks like y'all got some videos going over 3,000, 2,000, 2,000 views, 1,500 views. So y'all should be looking pretty good on the watch hours too. I don't know exactly what they'd be. But once y'all hit that 1,000, it's not a lot of money. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's not a lot of money that you get from the monetization of the channel. You know, it's maybe 50 to $100 a month, depending on how much viewership you get. Maybe a little bit more with the super chats and whatnot, but maybe memberships and stuff like that if you decide to do that. But realistically, you're not looking at too much, but it is kind of nice because you can kind of continue making videos and you get a little bit of extra pocket change. So that never hurts anybody, right? Anyways, I've been talking a whole lot here because it's been a while, really. There's no bad platinum at that price. Yep, I agree, Robert. I do agree. They were $118 each, but used a 3% rewards eBay credit card to buy a net of $114.62. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, ZZ. I do the same thing, but I use the PayPal credit card, right? So I get the 3% on the PayPal, which is kind of nice. And actually, PayPal has a rewards program that they like that is separate from the credit card, but a lot of times they add eBay as a category where you get an extra 2 or 3%. So I've actually ended up sometimes occasionally getting like 5% back, which is wild. It dang near brings stuff to spot price or very close to it on occasion. But that's pretty cool, ZZ. I'm glad you were able to secure yourself some of that sweet, sweet platinum at a great price. When I was 4 years old, I asked my cousin if I can have his phone and my Barbie dolls, and I wanted them to watch on a show with me, so I put his phone inside the pool. He got mad. Oh, man, Stephanie. Sorry to hear about that. It's kind of a crazy story, but that's interesting. 406 Stacker needs subs. Yeah, I don't know that I know 406 Stacker. I'll have to check them out. As long as it can add an ounce or two to the stack. Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker. That's the thing about it. That's what I've been doing. Let's see here. What do I have? The last thing that my YouTube channel bought for me, I don't even know where it's at this point. It's been so discombobulated and unorganized. I know it's over here in this thing somewhere. Let's take a look. I made a video about it not too long ago talking about the last thing that my YouTube channel ended up buying for me. It was a 1/4 ounce platinum proof eagle. I see where it is. Hold on just a second. I'll showcase it for y'all. But what I've been doing, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker, is I have that money go into a separate savings account at a completely separate bank. And I just have it accumulate until I reach a certain point, and then I get what I want. So what I've been doing with my money, and I've been showcasing for everybody, especially since I do get people who super chat and join the paid membership and stuff like that, I've kind of made it a commitment that I'm going to buy 1/4 ounce Platinum Eagles. So I got this one, I think, right here, and this proof one solely with YouTube money, right? Nothing other than YouTube money, which is kind of cool to think about in the grand scheme of things. So I think I got this 1/4 ounce Platinum proof Eagle for $3.15. And so, yeah, I was able to save up for, I don't know, 3-4 months of YouTube money and get this 1/4 ounce Platinum Eagle. And I also got that 1/4 ounce Platinum Eagle. And my plan is to just continuously accumulate 1/4 ounce Platinum Eagles. But you could do it with 1/10 ounce or ounce silver or whatever your fancy is. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to think about when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. It's not a lot added to the stack, but it is adding to the stack. And before you know it, a couple years go by and your stack is a little bit bigger than it would have been had you not been doing YouTube. So yeah, there you go. But anyways, yeah. So Shadowwork said, I like the idea of stacking for the legacy, but never married or have kids. Yeah, I'm not married and I don't have any kids either, Shadowwork. I've always liked that idea too, and who knows, maybe the God will provide a wife and kids for me one day, or maybe he won't. I'll be happy either way, because the life he's given me is more than I deserve. But yeah, I mean, if I have a legacy kind of thing going on, that'd be kind of cool. If not, most likely I'd just build up my wealth, and then I don't know, donate it to the church or something. Because that's always been a big part of my life is my church and everything. And I know that the money that goes into the ministry and stuff, at least at my church, you can really see where it's going and the impact it makes on the community and stuff. So it's not like one of those churches where it's like, oh, give us your money and we're not going to tell you where it's going. No, they tell you, and it's pretty obvious. But anyways, that would be my approach to either or scenarios. But you can insert like whatever foundation, ministry, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's got somebody that they care about at the end of the day, for the most part. I'd hope, at least. But anyways, can I tell you a joke? My mom made it. I wonder where there's not that many people at your live stream. I don't know, Stephanie. I mean, sometimes I don't get that many people. And it's all right. I just kind of do it for old time's sake. I know I have my loyal followers, and that's really who I do it for. People like Shadow Work and Metal Matt and West Texas, Mr. and Mrs. and, Niels Hahn and stuff like that. Them people, they're the ones who show up day in and day out to my live streams. So that's really who I do it for at the end of the day. Every once in a while, I'll get a new person coming along. But for the most part, it's just small. But yeah, I'm glad you're here, Stephanie. But yeah, you can go ahead and tell me the joke. I'd love to hear your joke. I always love to have a little laugh if I'm able. But yeah. Let's take a look. See here. I was new once. Yeah, Metal Matt, you were new once. You were. I think you were one of the... Did Niels Hahn send you my way, or were you just one of the random ones who kind of found me on the scrolling of the shorts? Don't forget Mr. Bob. Yes, Mr. Bob is a legend. Yes, and he's in here today, isn't he? He's on his Rob channel. Because he's also got, what's the other channel he's got? That's right, Mr. Rob. Mr. Bob, Mr. Rob. What's the other channel's name? Mr. Bob. Let's see, Robert, what was the other channel's name? Was it Bob? I think it might have been Bob. Tell me if I'm wrong on that. But I think it might have been Bob or Rob. But I feel like it was Bob Witkowski. And it had like your picture, right? That's what was throwing me off. Because right now what I'm seeing is just the blue R. But that's all right. Either way. Mr. Bob is a solid supporter of the channel. And he has been for what seems like forever. But yeah. Mr. ZZ said, I have that PayPal credit card too, but they won't up my low credit limit and won't release the credit line for a month, even after paying off the balance. PayPal doesn't like me buying people. Yeah, PayPal. Yeah, I've slowly realized that, ZZ. That issue with the PayPal credit card, they take an eternity to release your balance once you've paid it. It's like they accept the payment's cleared, the money's out of your bank account, like everything's good to go, and they're like, we're not going to give you your limit back until next month. It's like, what in the world? I don't really get it. I think they just don't want to pay too much rewards, probably, because you could probably rack up. But the thing about it is, I think my limit's like $3,100, which isn't too bad. I mean, I can get an ounce or whatever I want with that. But I mean, I reckon you could probably put 3,000, pay it off, 3,000, pay it off, and just kind of circular transact something. And I'm sure they probably don't like you buying bullion because you can resell it and then just harvest the rewards. So I reckon that's a true statement as well. But it's worked for me thus far, and as long as it works, I mean, I'll just continue using it. But I'd like to get maybe the eBay card one day. Who knows? I think they're through Synchrony. It's just I've had plenty of hard inquiries lately. Or not lately, but I've got enough that I'm like, I don't really need any more. Let's build the credit up, whatever. But yeah. What do you call cheese that's not yours? Nacho cheese. Yep. Metal Matt, that is correct. Death from Below. Yes, that is right. I think I still have your sticker, Mr. Bob. You sent me a sticker, I think, a long time ago. I still have my letterbox with everybody's mail and stuff in it from all way back in the day. And I think I got a sticker from you, if I'm not mistaken. I might have even sent you some stickers if I'm not mistaken on that one. I think I did, if I remember correctly. But yeah. So, Death from Below, or Bob, or Mr. Robert. Yep, you got all the different names on YouTube. I'm glad you're able to message in the live stream now, Mr. Bob. Because I know a while there you were on the iPad and you couldn't quite figure out how to do things, and that was unfortunate. But glad you're able to come back on in here. The eBay card is better with the credit limit and reinstating credit line, but you can only redeem rewards to buy on eBay, and you can't use it to buy precious metal due to money laundering. Ah, I see. Well, that makes sense. I mean, I buy other things on eBay every once in a blue moon. I actually just got myself this fancy watch. It's a Longines. I don't know if y'all know that brand, but pretty cool. And it's super blurry on the live stream, of course, but it is what it is. But I did buy that for a pretty solid deal. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Still can't make videos. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Mr. Rob, Mr. Bob. Hopefully you can someday soon. I'm sure I'd love to see your stack, and I bet you'd be a real interesting person to hear, tell your story and stuff, because you've been around the community for a long time. I'm talking real long time. But it's definitely glad to see you in the live stream. And I'm glad to see everybody. I really am. It's been too long, really. And that's really probably why we only got 7 people. It probably also has to do with us doing it at, 9:30? Well, Eastern, 9:30 on Thursday. For a while there, we were doing Monday evenings almost all the time, and then occasionally another day. Let's see here. Let's start a little poll here, huh? What should our poll be? Let me think. I want to do something just not the most generic thing in the world. What should it be? Okay, here we go. I got it. Y'all wait just a minute. Because I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I've noticed something very interesting about spot price lately. And I want to know what y'all think about it. Because really, it's anyone's guess. I always say spot price is kind of a roll of the dice. We all have our feelings and stuff. But who knows? All right. So obviously platinum and palladium spot price has done some interesting things lately. There's the poll, and let's take a look at the spot price at the recording of this video. Also, we got snow coming in. How often do y'all get snow up there where you're at, Shadowwork? Actually, I'm kind of curious about that. I reckon you're a little, west of the Blue Ridge? So you're probably not in the mountains either. It's probably similar to down here in Atlanta. The only difference is we're just south of the mountains. So you're east, probably. So you probably got to have that wind blowing your way. But if the wind's blowing my way, then the snow comes my way. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all are seeing this. I'm over here on Provident Metals, but it is neck and neck spot price. $9.74 and $9.74. Platinum and palladium. The difference of 7 whole cents. Are y'all seeing this? 7 cents. My goodness. That is wild. I don't know that I've ever seen. I mean, I know they've crossed paths But I don't know that I've ever just randomly searched spot price and seen it that close. Within like a dime and a nickel or something. Like, goodness gracious. That is wild. Oh, yeah, it's been close, Metal Matt. I'm telling you, I'm looking at it right now. That's more than just close. That's almost dead even. Goodness gracious. Who knows what'll happen with that. It's not much at all. Very similar to ATL. Yeah, that's what I figured, Shadow Work. That's what I figured. I figured it'd be similar. That's probably why both towns were built where they were, right? Because the mountain folk probably needed somewhere to go that wasn't too far, and the valley folk probably needed somewhere to go that wasn't too far, and they found a place right in between the two. Well, for you, it's probably the coastal folks and the mountain folks. But for me, it's like the valley folks and the mountain folks, because we got a little bit of coast, but that's not really who comes to Atlanta. I mean, Savannah's a big enough town on its own. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting. We only have have rain in Seattle. Oh, man, Mr. Bob. Only rain, huh? I can believe that, though. I've heard it's pretty rainy up there in that northwest corner of the world, Oregon, and Washington and stuff. PayPal credit card is good because you can redeem rewards to the card account of your bank account. Don't carry rewards balance or else PayPal will use rewards first when you buy something without earning any rewards. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Didn't know that, but that's good to know. We definitely share weather. I feel like it just follows I-85. Yeah, it could. It probably does just follow I-85, Shadow Work. You're probably right about that. Yeah, I-85 just goes all the way. Greenville. Greenville is kind of like that middle of the road spot, right? From here to where you're at, the Greenville, I-85. And it goes all the way, I-85 goes all the way down to like, I think Auburn, Alabama, probably all the way to the coast somehow or another. But really, to get to that panhandle of Florida, you get off the highway and you take back roads through Eufaula, Alabama. So I don't really know where 85 dead ends at. Maybe Pensacola or something? I have no idea. Or maybe it just dead ends in 20. I don't know. Anyways, what's going on, American Stacker? Glad you could join the live stream today. Thank you for the American flags, my friend. USA, USA. What's up, Platinum Beast? Did you stack a lot of metal in 29, 24? What year are you living in, my friend? Goodness gracious. You about 900 years ahead of us. Oh my goodness. No, I'm just messing with you. I see 2024. Yep. I had a good haul through 2024. I think we definitely grew the stack a good bit, especially building back from where we were. So yeah, I think 2024 was very good to me. I plan on making a full stack video. I got to go back into my videos and see. Let's take a look see here. When did I make that full stack video? Does anybody know? Probably not, because it's been so long. Let's see, full stack. We were scrolling. So many videos. Okay, full platinum stack. Okay, full platinum stack was a year ago. Wait a minute. It wasn't a whole year, was it? Was it? January 8th. Oh my goodness, we just passed a year. Well, I reckon I am going to have to do a full stack video. Dang. So what was our total here? I don't even know. I'll have to go back and watch that video. Man, I can't believe it. I missed it by a day. Can you believe that? That's crazy. January 8th of 2024. I did the full platinum stack video, and the stack sure has grown quite a bit since then, so we'll have to do another one. I will have to do another one. Yep, Metal Matt, American Stacker, time traveled back here all the way from 2924. Highway 65 to Mobile. Wait a minute. 65 Niels Hahn or 85? Because I don't even know what 65 is. Unless that's that back road through Eufaula and Dothan. But I don't even think that's right. Because the one I take through Dothan and Eufaula goes all the way to Panama City, but I don't think it goes to Mobile. So I don't know. I don't know all the Alabama roads off the back of my hand. All right, let's see. China bought 2.5 million ounces of platinum last year, 6 million ounce supply. Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible. China stacking heavy in all precious metals. I can believe it, Metal Matt. I can believe it. What's going on, Mike Tibbs? Welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it tonight, my friend, wherever you may be. It might be day, it might be night, it might be morning, but thank you for coming and thank you for joining us. Welcome, welcome. Metal Matt, it is used to make a new car engine. All right, that's interesting. I wonder how much platinum and palladium the U.S. is sitting on and where. Yeah, that's true. They got to be sitting on some, right? They got to be sitting on some, I'm sure. I know the U.S. government realizes its value and potential, especially because it's so unique. It has such unique properties and whatnot. So that's for sure. Clean Air Metals in Canada will be the world leader in platinum by the end of 2026. Well, that'll be interesting. Thunder Bay, Canada, 85 dead ends in Montgomery. I thought so. I bought my truck at a Ford dealer down there in Montgomery, and I thought I remembered going 85 to go to Montgomery, and I thought I remembered it dead end somewhere, but I couldn't remember where. But you are right. You're right, Neil-san. Montgomery. That makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. And 65 starts there. Okay, that makes sense. Vermilion Enterprises had a great buy it now video today on pre-33 gold. Nice coins, great price. Well, that's great to hear, American Stacker. Hope maybe you or someone you know was able to get a good deal. I always love when stackers can get good deals on stuff. That definitely is always a good day in the stacking community. That's for sure. What is this new button right here? Retouch. What is retouch? Retouch on? What is retouch? Live streaming changed a little bit. It seems like they added stuff. Let's see. If I go in, nope, still blurry. I don't know what retouch means, but it must mean something. Because it's a button on here. Let's see. We turn on our flashlight, and that kind of washes it all out. But that also kind of gives it a cool look, I think. It looks like I'm streaming in a pitch black dark room, and I have a flashlight shining. But it doesn't look too bad. I wonder how it looks when I pick stuff up. Does that help or hurt? It's still blurry. I cannot stand that, man. I'm telling you. YouTube or iPhone or whatever has got to figure out a way we can, like, focus stuff when we're live streaming. Because nothing ever works when I put stuff close to the camera on a live stream. But on a video record, it does work. So I don't know. The woes of YouTube. I bet we keep it at West Point. Could be, Robert. Could be, Mr. Bob. Could be. Very well could be. Could be. Yeah, thanks, Neil, for letting us know that 85 dead ends in Montgomery. Montgomery's a good little town. That used to be the capital of Alabama. Back in... no, it still is, isn't it? Yeah, daggum. I forgot about that. I always want to say Birmingham is the capital of Alabama because it's the biggest town. And coming from Georgia, the biggest town in the whole Southeast, minus Florida towns, but we're probably even bigger than them, honestly. I always think Birmingham's the capital, but it's actually Montgomery, funny enough. So, yeah. I always find it funny when states don't have their biggest city as the capital. I mean, it makes sense because Georgia's capital used to be like Savannah and stuff, but then we moved it when it became irrelevant or more relevant or whatever. But I guess some states just decided to not move their capital even when other cities overtook them in population. Like North Carolina's capital is what? Raleigh? I always say that name wrong. Raleigh? I always want to say Raleigh. I don't know why. Must just be a way of saying things, but Raleigh, North Carolina is the capital, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then South Carolina's Columbia. I know that because my family, extended family, lives about 45 minutes outside of there. So I've been out there a whole bunch. Yes, that's an interesting point. The Mint's Precious Metals Holdings Mint for production is really the only gold that can be accounted for. Yeah, that's true. That is true, isn't it? Shadow work. That is true. Riley? Riley? No. Shadow work. That's not how you say the capital of North Carolina, is it? It's not Riley. It's Raleigh, right? Like you would like spelling it how you sound it out or whatever. It'd be Rolly, Raleigh, or Rahly, Raleigh. But I always want to say, yeah, Raleigh. Yeah, but I always want to say Raleigh, like and then lay, because it's Leigh, which would be lay, and Ra is like Raleigh. So I don't know. It's weird. Raleigh. Yeah, Raleigh. I know. That's how you say it, right? That's how you say it. But I was just saying. I always say it Raleigh whenever I tell somebody about it. I don't know why. I reckon it's because I'm not actually from North Carolina, so I don't know how to say it. But anyways, I also say Atlanta without the T's. Sounds like I'm saying Alana. Atlanta. Because that's how most people around here say it. Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. But then people say, oh, you're from Atlanta. And it's like, no, no one says that. I bought a gold buffalo from Vermilion. Buy it now. Sale the other day. American Stacker, $28.50. Woo! NGC 2018 Black Core PF70 First Strike. Very nice. Congratulations on that, ZZ. That's a pretty solid deal. Not a bad premium at all for that type of slab and grade. That's for sure. For sure. Sounds like I've been to L.A. Lower Alabama. Oh, my goodness. Well, Lower Alabama ain't such a bad place, if I'm being honest with you. I wouldn't even mind living down there, to be honest. It's one of the few places that hadn't been completely overrun by tourism, like Panama City. And Panama City, man, I don't know that I'd go back there. I was there, last summer? I was like, I don't really know if this is the place for me. I'm more of a Hilton Head guy. I like the Carolina coast a little bit better. I know the beaches and the water in the Florida is nicer, but I don't know. Something about the Carolina coast. When I'm driving out there to Hilton Head and you roll down the windows and you smell that salt in the air, memories, man, I'm telling you. Gold price is out of control and climbing. Good pickup, though. Yeah, gold price is pretty crazy, isn't it? I will be living down in L.A., Alabama. Yeah. If you lived in L.A. now, your house might be burned up. Woo! That's true, American Stacker. That's true. That's very true. And if you live in Atlanta right now, your house might be covered in this white stuff we don't get very often, and you might be losing your mind. Oh, my goodness. No, it'll be cool. I'll be glad to get some snow. It's been a couple years. It's been too long. I think Atlanta deserves a little snow every year, but we don't get it every year. Sometimes it skips a year. Old man winter. But anyways, American Stacker glad Vermilion started up with the buy it now sales again. Yeah, I'll have to check out Vermilion. I think that's the place you were telling me about a while back. I haven't really gotten too invested in them, but I'd like to go check them out a little bit more. Really enjoyed living in Charleston. Oh yeah, Mr. Bob. Charleston's a nice little town. Great little coastal town. Lots of rich history, southern history. All kinds of good stuff out there. Can't go wrong with Charleston. That's a great, great old southern town. That is for sure. All right, here. Let's take a look-see at our poll. Kind of curious where we sit thus far. It looks like it's pretty close, though. Platinum's sitting at 56%. Palladium's 44%. Man, y'all are about even on where y'all think, or who y'all think is going to win between Platinum and Palladium. And nobody has said they both fail, so that's a good thing. Haven't gotten any random people hopping in the stream to say that. So that's definitely good. Because I know there's been a time or two where we've had these live streams and people, hit the whatever the bad option is in the poll, and it kind of skews it a little bit, or quite a bit, honestly. And that's always frustrating. Really enjoy living. It's coming to Bama. What's coming to Bama, American Stacker? He has Platinum for 120 over spot, I think. Wow, that's not too bad at all. That's not too bad a price on Platinum. Nope, not bad at all. Any Platinum projections for 2025, or can we anticipate the same as 2024? Well, house I'm getting in Alabama has a working fireplace. Oh my goodness. Neil Son, if you're in Lower Alabama and you need a fireplace, bless your heart. That's all I got to say, man. Because I tell you what, it shouldn't even get cold enough down there to need all that. Goodness gracious. Is Alabama going to get some snow this time too, huh? Probably upper Alabama, right? Huntsville, maybe. Probably Huntsville. That's probably the closest to the mountains. Maybe Birmingham, but I doubt it. Probably Huntsville is what you're talking about. Because that's over there near Rome, everything. Vermilion has a bunch of very good buy it now prices with free shipping. Well, that's good to know, ZZ. Good to know. Mike Tibbs, Platinum price will explode. Yeah, I think, well, that's our hope, isn't it? Niels Hahn, that is definitely our hope. Mike Tibbs. A lot of people for a while have been saying Platinum's going to blow up. But I will say, last January they said the same thing, and the January before that. So, as I always say, you never know. You just never know. Is it going to hit? Probably, because history tends to repeat itself. Is it going to hit because it's a unique metal? Probably. We could see a world, though. Here's an interesting idea. We could see a world where Platinum and Palladium live alongside each other. I think, maybe, I don't know. It's a theory. It's definitely a theory. It's not a fact. It's not for sure. But it's a theory that I've got. Because they're both so interchangeable, I realize they're a little bit different. But they're not that different, right? They say what? Twice as much platinum is required to filter emissions. So you'd think palladium would be twice the price, but it's not right now. So with that being said, we could see them going closer together because palladium is more rare than platinum. So the fact that it's more rare, but it only requires half as much, maybe they just coexist side by side. Who knows? Who knows, right? It's definitely a theory. Either way, I think both metals go up, and I think all the metals go up, right? It's rare days these days. We see silver dip below 30. I know it did it recently, but it's been far and few between. Gold below 2,000 is like a pipe dream at this point. So what's still cheap? This. Not this, but this. All right? This is still cheap. It's still way, way stupid cheap. Because if you buy this and it goes back down to its pre-2020 lows or floats or whatever, you're sucking air. But if you buy this and it goes to its pre-2020 float, you haven't lost a single dime, right? That's the way I look at it, at least. Try living in Pensacola. You'll want a fireplace. Well, that is a lie, Niels Hahn. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you need a fireplace in Pensacola, Florida. There is no way on the good Lord's green earth you need a fireplace in no dang Pensacola, Florida. Matter of fact, God knows it's so hot down there, he sends the rain all day, every day, just to cool it off. Oh, my goodness. But anyways, yeah, Huntsville. Yep, American Stacker. That's what I figured. Huntsville would be the town that'd be getting the snow. Man, where's our friend, Neil? The guy that lives over there. Doesn't he live in Huntsville? Or he lives... Where is he? Where does he live? Our Alabama guy. Dadgummit. What is his name in YouTube? It's, man. It's like the off-grid guy, right? What's his name? Darn it. Homestead, yes. Where is Homestead at? I haven't seen him hop in the live stream. Hope he's doing all right. Have you seen him lately? Or heard from him? Hope he's doing good. He's always a fun one to watch. Aquarius. Homestead Aquarius. Yep, that's right. That's right. I love platinum right now because the price is overall consistent and cheap compared to gold's all-time highs. Yep, I agree. I agree with that. I do. 90% humidity and 30-degree weather with a 20-mile-per-hour wind. 30-degree? I don't believe... No. I'm about to look it up. There's no way. There's no dang 30 degrees in Pensacola. Y'all be getting snow, and I know dang well Florida or Pensacola. Let me see. Maybe if I'm wrong, if I'm lying, if I'm wrong, I'll bury myself out back right now. Let's see. Pensacola, Florida weather. There's no daggum way. 44 degrees right now. Let's see. It gets down to, Wednesday is supposed to get down to 30. That's pretty daggum cold. Well, you'd think it snowed. All right, let me see the last time it snowed in Pensacola. Because the thing about it is, dadgum, it actually snowed in Pensacola in 2014. An inch of snow fell. That is wild. That is wild. The most snow ever fallen was 2.3 inches in 1954. That's wild. That is just wild. So I reckon it does get a little cold down there. You're right, Niels Hahn. But I tell you what, I bet you don't need that fireplace every year. You might need it some years, I'll give you that, but I guarantee there's some years where you're like, why is this hole in my wall? It freezes. You're always right. Well, Niels Hahn, you probably got a little bit more wisdom than me. I'll tell you what. Too much water vapor in the air to snow. Yeah, that's true. That water vapor. That's why I tell people about the South. You don't even got to drink water down here. You just go outside and breathe it in. You'll never got to worry about losing water or there being a drought. Nope. No, that's actually not 100% true because there was a drought way back in, 2006, so 2006. There was a pretty bad drought down here in Atlanta. Lake Lanier dried up. I saw boats just sitting in the dirt. Like, it was wild. But that was just a freak one-time thing. Basically, if you come down here in the South, you'll just breathe in the water. You just go outside and breathe, and you get water. You don't got to buy water. You don't got to pay for water. It's free. It's just in the air. Take it, please. It's pretty funny, actually. Deep freeze everywhere. It's 19 here. Wow, Metal Matt, 19 degrees. That's pretty darn cold, I tell you what. I'm glad it's not 19 down here in Atlanta, although it is getting into freezing overnight, or it will be, or supposed to be anyways. Where's Constitutional? Yeah, Constitutional hadn't hopped in here. Surprised that we haven't seen him yet. But we've been going for almost an hour here. We'll probably make it an hour-long stream tonight. I know that's shorter than other streams we've done. We haven't streamed in a while, I know, but it's just getting so darn late. This one I definitely started a little later than I normally would. But I wanted to get a live stream in for y'all, so that's what I've been doing. So we got about 6 minutes left. We'll probably cut it off about 10:07, roughly, it looks like, on the East Coast. So if you're not on the East Coast, just do a little math and you'll figure out when we're going to cut it off. But just a fair warning, 5-6 minute warning, and that's what we're going to do. But anyways, let's get back into this live chat a little bit. Bill Seymour Jr., what's going on? Glad you can make the live stream tonight, my friend. Definitely glad to see you. You said 30 isn't cold. Where I live in Massachusetts, and the temp has been below zero with the wind chills for a week. Yeah, that's just murder, right? That's just, I'm not even going to work today. I quit my job. Screw it. I don't need money anyways. Goodbye. That's pretty much what that type of weather is. Bill Seymour. At least coming from a southerner, I couldn't do it, right? I almost daggum didn't want to go to work this morning, right? I got out there in my truck about 6:30 in the morning, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty terrible. I'm not going to lie. I can see my breath. I shouldn't be able to see my breath. Goodness gracious. I was like, I don't really want to go to work, but it is what it is. You're slacking. I know, Niels Hahn, I know. I'm slacking. Only an hour, man. But it's late, y'all. It really, really is. So, I don't know how much longer I can go. Whew, that pause right there was a yawn, matter of fact. I've been up since 6:30, so I need a break. And I've been working all day. So, I just need that break, y'all. But I do appreciate all of y'all hopping in. I'm actually surprised we got such a good crew. We almost got all our regulars in the live stream, which I'm glad about because I know y'all been missing me and I've been missing y'all. And y'all were probably worried I was never going to do another live stream. But here we are. We are back. And hopefully we'll do more in the future. In the short future, not the long future. It's cold no matter where you're from. Oh, I can imagine, Bill Seymour. I can imagine that. What's going on, Silverbush, man? Glad you could join us. Thank you. Stack on. Hi, all. Yep, thank you, Silverbush, man. Glad you could join us this evening. We're going to wrap up this live stream here in about 3.5 minutes, but you were able to hop in right here at the end, so thank you for that. I do appreciate it. And if everyone could hit that like button on the way out, I'd appreciate that as well. Always helps me out a good bit when y'all hit the like button on my channel. And let's take a look at this poll here. And let's see where we're sitting at as far as our results. All right, so it looks like about 64, 63% says platinum and 36% palladium. So platinum is basically winning in the end, and a lot of people think platinum is going to be the one to take off. So that's interesting. For sure. I think so too, and that's why I stack the metal. It also happens to be tax-free in my state where palladium is not. So there's that aspect as well. So definitely things you got to think about depending on where you live and taxes and laws and stuff like that. Y'all know if you live in one of those weird states where bars are taxed or coins are taxed, but the other's not taxed, it's real difficult. That makes palladium even more difficult because if bars are taxed but not coins, there's very few coins in palladium, and the ones that are have such high premiums, it's just like not even worth it. So you got to do what you got to do, and you got to stack what you can stack for the best price possible is the way I do it and what I think about it. But anyways, well, I know I'm just a platinum beast at the end of the day. But anyways, I appreciate each and every one of y'all once again. Shadow Work, Metal Matt, Niels Hahn, Mr. Bob, Silver Bushman, Bill Seymour, all the new people, all the old people, all the people that have been around for the long haul, and the ones that have only been around for the short haul. I appreciate all of y'all, and I hope to see all of y'all in the future live streams. We're definitely going to do some, right? I'm going to get down to business. I don't know if it's going to be Monday. I don't know if it's going to be Thursday, but it's going to be one of them days. And we're going to make it as much of a regular thing as we can. I'll say that for sure. But this has been fun. I've been missing doing these, honestly. I'm going to be honest with y'all. It's not like it's just work for me and I just don't feel like it's worth it, so I don't do it. I'm not being lazy, I promise. It's just my schedule been crazy and I've been running around like a madman. But we're here, we're alive, we're doing well, and all of y'all are doing well, so that's the important thing. Hope to join everyone again soon. Yes, sir, Matt. Yes, sir, Metal Matt. Yes, sir. Pennsylvania, 500 or more platinum tax-free. Bars and coins are tax-free. 500 or more. That's not too bad, Silverbush, man. That's not too bad. Is that the same for palladium? Is that any bullion? Because down here, Man, another yawn. Down here in Georgia, we have no sales tax on any amount of silver, gold, or platinum. So I can get one silver dime, no tax. But palladium gets the full tax, right? And I live in a 9% tax district, which is stupid, absolutely insane in the state of Georgia, that we got a district that has 9% sales tax and we have income tax, but that's a whole nother argument. But anyways, palladium gets taxed at whatever your local tax rate is in Georgia. So yeah, it's bad. So when I think about adding 9% premium on palladium or just buying platinum, I just go with the platinum almost every single time. So that's why I stacked the platinum. Not sure, just looked it up. Silver tax free in Pennsylvania yet. Ah, I see. I got you. That's cool, Silver Bushman. That's pretty cool. Do you have a favorite LCS you buy platinum from in the Atlanta area? Not really, American Stacker. I have bought platinum. Oh, and there we go. How about that? All right, I have bought platinum in the, man, we almost made it. Almost made it. Let's see, we'll just, let's see here. What are we looking at? All right, we're good. We're good. Anyways. In the Atlanta area, no, not really. I just kind of go wherever I can find, right? Like I know where some LCSs exist, and so I just visit random ones. But for the most part, I'm definitely an online shopper when it comes to bullion. $1,000 before you don't pay tax prices on precious metals in Massachusetts. Well, that's a little bit higher, Bill Seymour, but still not too terrible, right? That's like an ounce of platinum or half ounce of gold or maybe like, I don't know, 20 or 30 ounces of silver. It's not too terrible, I reckon. Perfect landing though, right? Almost had a perfect live stream without any issues with the stream, but you know, we can only do so much. But anyways, y'all, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up on that note. And I will bid y'all adieu, right? It's getting late over here on the East Coast, for me at least. I've been up all day working and whatnot. But I appreciate each and every one of y'all once again. Thank you for hopping in the live stream. Be sure to hit that like button on your way out. And with all that being said, I will be making more live streams. I will see hopefully all of y'all in those future live streams. And until next time, we'll see y'all.